Hunab proposes a first sustainable development goal, religion-free spirituality. This is accomplished through 3 action items: independent religions and beliefs, the end of institutionalized spiritual practice, and an inclusive perspective on creation. Also, a united and interdependent religious front has declared Earth as one of the most important elements from all cosmovisions. A second approach would be to give people greater independence of choice to be part of whatever is left of the traditional faiths in the new society. This means that they'll have the freedom to leave their old religious groups. Some will leave, some will not, and not be forced into them by the system. Many members of these groups will continue to feel alienated and oppressed, and so will others, for instance those who refuse to join their new group or those who don't feel comfortable in this new system. Of course, we've already discussed how this kind of freedom would require a lot more power and authority on the part of the government. But it's worth noting that this proposal offers the possibility of changing everything that's been done in the last few centuries, and especially our treatment of women. There are a lot of potential problems that come along with this. Hunab proposes a second sustainable development goal, aesthetics and ecosystems. This is accomplished through 3 action items: substantive stewardship over cosmetic cleaning, the end of landfills, and rights to roam for non-human species. We recognize the anthropocenic perception of cleanliness, tidiness and order, therefore we endure all species to decolonize from night standards and embrace the diversity of the messy and smelly natural state of everything. This approach seeks to restore the natural integrity and function of the Earth system on which we live with the utmost effort. However, this approach, while well-intentioned, is not enough to guarantee that the global community is sustainable. For example, the global community is not sustainable through its economic growth and the use of finite resources, such as the energy resources in the fossil fuel economy, that cannot be replenished. It is possible to sustainably use limited energy resources without destroying the natural environment. Hunab proposes a third sustainable development goal, rethinking self-determination or autonomy. This is accomplished through 4 action items: revisiting honesty in a post-truth or post-nationalism world, rethinking nation-states, declaring empathy as a weapon and earthisanship or citizenship of the soul. Amen. In a way, we are already a planetary community of Earth-conscious beings, and we are already reaching a point where we can choose to step back from our isolation, embrace the Earth and our neighbors, and to connect with all life with the strength to create a new paradigm for life. The most vital aspect of this change, however, is the acceptance of all humans as human beings and humans as citizens of a planet with which humanity is engaged on a planetary scale. The new vision of Earth is more than just a single planet, it would be one planet. That vision, however, requires our collective responsibility or commitment. The other day the word human race got thrown around in the internet discussion. No wonder. There is such a thing to consider there. This blog is in fact all of us. It is something bigger than just myself nor just the Earth-conscious or Earth-centered parts of society. It is much more than that. It is all humanity, our collective responsibility as a species as well as our collective commitment to create a planet where we all come together to live life together.